Okay, so now that we've taken a look at the trends, the right big trends, we've looked at it from a macro scale, we get a sense of what the scene is like. Right now, we would like to go into part two. Again, talking about people in finance who have embarked onto this tech to combine and merge and marry the two. This next person is about to come out, all right? She has been in Hong Leong Bank for quite some time, and she brings with her over 24 years in the banking line. Currently, she leads a small team responsible for development, execution, and management of wholesale digital banking products, and so much more. She's going to be talking about the bank's fintech initiatives. Ladies and gents, please give a huge round of applause for Ms. Jungjit Kaur, who's about to come out, General Manager of Digital Innovation and Transactional Banking and Wholesale Banking over at Hong Leong Bank.
Hi, morning. Okay, first disappointment. Mike sees me and says banker. So I don't look fintech at all, right? Okay, what I'm going to talk about is how we in the banks are trying to embrace fintech, right? Okay. Okay. We'll look at the evolution of fintech and banking. Fintech in the 21st century, how we're embracing it, what our fintech offerings are, and what the banks are facing today, where problems are concerned. What is fintech? Basically, providing financial services on technology or using software. If you look back, fintech and banks have been in existence over 65 years. 1951, the first credit card backed by a bank came about, right? In 1967 to be exact, the first ATM was introduced in London. 1970, we started electronic stockbroking. In the 1990s and 80s, in the 80s and the 90s was when banking mainframe and computers started. We started moving away from ledger cards onto mainframes. This was the first wave. Current era, what happens? There's online banking, there's mobile banking. You've moved from your laptops to your tablets, your mobile phones. Now we've come to wearables, right? And then there's also mobile point of sale machines. If you notice, okay, you had dumb TVs, smart TVs. You had dumb phones, smartphones. MPOS, a bit slower, but today you're starting to see that movement as well, right? Okay, if you look at both of this, you notice that a lot of it is institutional facing. Right? What the banks were looking at was risk management, more institutionalized. They went into treasury systems. They went into trade systems. What's happening today? The fintechs are targeting consumers. So if you ask me, where the banks are concerned, our biggest competition for the consumer or retail is the fintech industry today. You know, today we snap more photos than ever before. What happened to Kodak? There are more books sold today than ever before. What happened to borders, right? So for banks, it's important that we embrace fintech. These are all our competitors, right? You've got the Forex disruptors. You've got Midpoint. You've got Currency Fair. It's as simple as this. It's peer-to-peer. I need Sing dollars. I go online, I put in a bid, I get an offer from someone else, and I get my currency. Where's the bank in the equation? It's gone, right? Okay? There was actually an evaluation done, a survey done by a car company. I won't name the car company. Apparently, in a day, maximum we use our car 4 hours. KL probably 4 hours because of the traffic jam. Home to office, you park the car. You don't use it again. Office back home, you park the car, you don't use it again. What did this car company do? They started in San Francisco and then in Chicago. They parked cars all over the place. You rent the car. It's done through a credit card. The car is enabled through this card and an app on your phone. So you would click the app to state that I need a car to go somewhere. They'll tell you exactly where this car is. Okay? You key in your PIN, you get to the car. The card is enabled to actually start the car. You drive the car to your destination. The minute you stop, your account is your credit card is actually charged, and you park the car. It's as simple as that. What happens to HB? Right? So the banks have started thinking about this. Then you've got crowdfunding. I remember I was in UK. Had this friend of mine, her mom was a seamstress, wanted to expand her business. So she was banking with one of the bigger banks. Needed bank statement, went, submitted the forms, 28 forms to fill, that kind of thing. Mom got so fed up, she said, forget it. So my friend said, try lah, crowdfunding. Within 1 hour, she got the approval. So what happens to loans, right? Of course, there's Food Panda. They don't have a restaurant. How do they make money? Delivering food, that's it. You've got Airbnb. What, 2 guys who couldn't pay rental? Right? There's a convention going on in that town. What was the guy's name? Brian and Joe, right? So what did they do? They decided, let's rent air mattresses on the floor. $80 per mattress. 3 people. And today what? It's $1 billion company, right? So the thing is that 2 banks, if you don't embrace it, what will happen, right? So maybe that's also a problem statement. Okay, I've got a video to play. Takes a smart woman, huh?
Take and love me with all your heart. Hold me even closer than you already have. Take and love me with all your heart. Hold me even closer than you already have.
You know what my daughter said? Mom, the kid counting the coins must be the banker, and the other guy must be the fintech guy. So the thing is that, you know, we've actually moved even further from this, right? This is something that is a combo device. It needs a phone. Today, what do you have? You have stuff that is cordless, right? Imagine the McDonald's guy going to your house with a point of sale machine. You just tap your card onto it and payment is done. That's the way we are moving to, right? You know, I went to Sri Lanka. We had actually a business trip there, and it was amazing. Visited a bank. This bank actually said that they have this tie-up with a gas company. The gas guys on motorbikes actually deliver gas and they collect cash. So what this bank does is that, let's say if I am from Sri Lanka, I have an account with them, my mom needs money, I will call up the bank. The bank will put me through this recording. All right, they'll ask me 10 questions, and then they'll ask me, okay, you want to transfer funds? Where exactly is your mom? What's the ID number? They will send a PIN number to my registered phone. I give it to my mom. The gas guy in the area goes to where my mom lives with a point of sale machine. My mom keys in the PIN number and she gets the cash. It's as simple as that, right? So when I came back excitedly, I said, let's do this in Hong Leong. So first thing my risk guy said, what if they get robbed? So I said, come on, the Pizza Hut guys are all carrying money, right? Yeah, so it's beyond boundaries if we think about it. Okay. All right. Hong Leong Bank, what do we have? On this point of it, it's all wholesale. Right? We've got e-invoicings, e-procurement, whereby we've done for many customers. We actually do their invoicing for them, we present it, and we collect payments. Right? So this side, actually we're not that worried about fintech this side. That side, we're very worried. So if you look at it, we've gone a lot into stuff like cashless withdrawals. We even do wills online, right? We've introduced PACS. PACS is something that we're very proud of. I'll go into detail into that. And it's all tied to our Connect brand, which is part of internet banking, right? We've also launched Apple Watch wearable apps. Okay, we've done electronic TT online. We've done EFD, right? So we've actually done quite a bit into this. Okay. Okay, this is on PAX Express. This is a peer-to-peer transfer. So what happens is that instead of remembering someone's account number, I just need to remember his phone number. Okay? I go onto my app. I actually click PAX transfer. So it will ask me, is it from your contacts? So I select who I want to send it to. And it will actually go directly to the person's account if it's with Hong Leong. If it's not, he can go online, pick it up. Or he'll send a PIN number. You can go to any one of our ATMs and collect the cash. All right? So we've gone into this, but someone say, Hong Leong went into this. You know, so sometimes it's also the image that we carry. But the thing is that, as I was talking to Bikesh earlier, we are lucky that our management is quite far-sighted in looking at this. And they know that, you know, you're going to have all these people encroaching into your territory. How are you going to look at it? So we've done stuff like this. Okay. Besides that, on PAX, what we've also done is PAX Plus. Okay. This one, this portion of it, is something like a merchant. But instead of credit cards, your payment comes direct from your savings or your current account as well. So what happens is that if you opt to pay your retail or food bills through PAX, the merchant will just enter the bill amount onto a mobile device. There's a QR code that's generated. You use your phone to capture the QR code. Your account gets debited. The merchant's account gets credited. So that's another extension of PAX Plus. But from within, sometimes, you know, the MasterCard guy says, oh, you're encroaching into my territory. You know? So you do have that as well, right? Okay, this is a live case. This is Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong actually sells clay pot chicken rice. Okay? So what happens is that Mr. Wong actually lives PAX. On one side, he accepts PAX payments, PAX Plus, he's a merchant. On the other side, he makes PAX payments to all his suppliers, right? What we've done is that around Wisma Hong Leong, we've wired the merchants over there to actually utilize PAX, okay? I was asked, what kind of problems do we face? To me, one of it is this, the challenge in striking the right balance. The demographic of our customers are, we've got baby boomers, we've got Gen Y and Gen Z, okay? While my mom will use an iPad to actually Google a recipe, there's no way she's going to say, no passbook account, right? She still wants the passbook. Every once in a while, she wants to visit the branch, talk to the teller. She actually has a relationship with the branch staff nearby my place. You know, she gets that feel, that human feel that you're talking to. I've got a 20-year-old son. Ask him to go to a branch and he say, are you kidding, Mom? Everything you can do from home, right? So while you have these demographics, how do you strike that balance? And this, I think, is something, you know, it's a transition period. So it's something that we need to look into to see how we can better manage it. And I'm sure over time, I think it'll be very gradual. Is it going to happen tomorrow? Are we going to close all our branches tomorrow? No. But you do see the bigger banks closing branches because of this, right? They're putting, and we've moved towards, we're actually experimenting. Smaller branches with machines, probably 1 or 2 people only in the branch, trying to see how that is. So I think it'll be a gradual thing. Any questions? Okay. All right, thank you.